Hey there YouTube, I'm Chance Scano from the Hunting Buds, and this is my pheasant pen. I'm raising pheasants as an FFA project, and this is my first time ever raising game birds. I put in hours of research to find out everything there is to know about pheasants, and I'm going to try to give you a brief summary for people who want to raise pheasants, or people that are just interested in learning more about pheasants. So let's get started, shall we? Alright, to start, my birds are 5 weeks old right now. But I'm going to give you a general idea of what happened when they're chicks. I was too busy making a video then, so here's what we got. Here's the brooding house. We just got a 10x8 metal shed here, and we had to have a ring in the middle when we first started. Not there now, but the ring you need for the first week. And that ring keeps them close to the heat and the food and water. It's, I don't know, a 5-foot diameter circle is what you're supposed to have. And you got your heat lamps right here. And the heat lamps are supposed to keep the floor temperature at 95 degrees or above while they're chicks, day old, all the way to first week, and you drop it 5 degrees a week. In this shed, as you can see, here are my birds right now. These are 5 weeks. And we had to vent it. We got vents on the corner, on the sides here. Then we also got 2 in the air up top, and we had to get a thermostat right there, as you can see. Thermostat kept it from cooking in here, and it turns the heat lamps off when it got too hot, as the thermostat would do. But now that they're older, as you can see, they're pretty big. They've almost quadrupled plus in size. We got their blinders on, as you can see in one of our other videos, us putting them on. The blinders keep them from eating each other because they're cannibalistic. When the birds are younger, you start them off on a starter feed. Normally a game bird starter. You can also use a turkey starter. But I have moved up to the meat game bird starter after they've gotten about that big. We also got our food inside here. Got 2 troughs of meat bird food. You can't get chicken food because the medication in the chicken food is not good for the pheasants. But I keep the feed inside, so if it rains it doesn't spoil the feed. And I also got water in here. If you take a look out here, this is my flight pen. I got heavy duty knotted bird netting up top here to keep them all in and keep predators out. The predators were a big concern of mine at first, and I haven't had any problems yet, but still could. But I got chain link fence right here on the outside to keep all predators out, and then you have to have chicken wire on the inside so the birds don't get out because they're still small enough to slip through those holes. So that's all the way around. I have that on the whole pen. And then I got black tubing right here for safety concerns, so the sharp edges aren't shown. The pen, like I said, has the chain link fence on the outside. I'm using just regular little fence posts to keep it up all the way around. I got fence posts and 2x4s holding up my net so I can walk through it, and it gives the birds more room to fly. The pen's big enough for each bird to have at least 10 square feet to itself if they want it, so when they get older they'll probably use it more than they do now. As you can see, when I'm in here they're all scared and they're all back there. Got a couple back here, but this is just their outdoor place. Nice and big for them. When they get 3 weeks old you can let them out during the day, and then you can rush them all back in. 4 to 5 weeks old, they're good enough to survive outside all by themselves. What I found out, I put these out at 4 weeks old and I haven't put them back in, and they've survived fine. What I do is I just leave the shed cracked open here so they get their own choice to come in and out. I'll just close it up a little bit like this. And then it's almost like a doggy door, per se, and they can come in and out as they please to get water and food and stuff. And a lot of them sleep in there all night. I've learned a lot about pheasants these past couple weeks just trying to raise these. I have 100 pheasants in here, or I started with 100. I'm down to 95. And I've had a ton of fun raising them and learning about their characteristics. They're strange birds, they do all kinds of crazy things, but they are really fun to watch and really fun to raise. So just to recap here, we got pheasant raising is a fun thing to do, and it can be also very profitable. This could So, this is my first time ever raising pheasants. I could be doing it completely wrong, but it seems like a lot of my birds are living. I'd like to say I'm doing it right, but if there's any more advice you guys can give me, I'm willing to take it all. Just to recap for you starter people, just like I was, you gotta have plenty of food, and you want to start with the starter food for the chicks. Once they get about 4 to 5 weeks of age, you can switch them to the game bird beet bird food for all the game birds. They also work for ducks, pheasants, quail, and all kinds of other game birds. You need plenty of room for all the birds to be in, and when they're chicks you need 95 degrees of heat or more so they don't freeze to death at night. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you're interested in raising game birds or have any questions, please comment or contact me in some way. And thanks for watching.